Hi, I've been asked to demonstrate how to get DJ image slider working on Gantry version 5 on the Joomla 3.8.2 at the moment. We're using the hydrogen theme with Gantry 5. So first and foremost, we want to establish what template we're using on Gantry 5. So if you go into extensions and go down to templates, it'll show that the default is hydrogen home. That's the one we're going to be working on, so you have to make sure you're on that. Not hydrogen default, hydrogen home. That's the one we're working on. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to install DJ image slider. So if we go over to the go into extensions and into manage and install, it brings up the web service here, install from web. So if you type in DJ image slider, it comes up there, and it's a component and a module, which is important. So we'll just select that. It's a free install, and we just install that in there. Okay, and it says installation of the package was successful. So we have DJ image slider installed now. Now there's a couple of things before we even go near Gantry. There's a couple of things that we need to do with DJ image slider. Now, as I said earlier, it's a component and a module. So we need to configure DJ image slider before we actually configure it for Gantry 5. Now, there's two ways that you can actually use DJ image slider. You can point DJ image slider at an images directory, which you can do that in the module, or you can actually use the DJ image slider component part and select the images individually. I prefer to actually pick the images individually. I tried to use the pointer in the module section with the images, and I couldn't get it working, so I decided that I would just focus on using the component section, and the component section allows you to do a lot more anyway. So what we're going to do first and foremost is we're going to go over to the DJ image slider in the component section, and what you need to do first is set up a category. So we'll call this category, we call it new pictures, and we'll just save that. So we have the category called new pictures now. Then what we do is we go over to we go into the slides, and this will be the images we're going to be using on our slideshow. Now I have two images already pre-set up, and the size of them, the width is 1920 and the height is 540 pixels. So we'll just go to new, and we'll call it pick one, making sure that the category that we've just created is selected. So we'll just select the picture, go into I have a default directory already set up, and the two pictures are in there, so we'll just insert them. Now you can add a lot more details on the image here, so I'm just doing the basics, but you can see that you can have a start date, publishing date, start publishing date, finish date, and alt and links and everything else. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to put the images in for now, keep it simple. So that's one image. Okay, so we need another pick, so we'll call this pick 2. A category is new pictures, and we'll select the next image, which is again is the exact same size. Always good to keep the images the same size that you're going to be using, and we'll save pick. Brilliant. Okay, so we've created category new pictures, and we've put in two pictures underneath that category on the DJ image slider component. So now what we have to do is we have to go over to the module section, and then we have to select DJ image slider. So we go over here. Now first and foremost, it's not published, so we need to publish that. So we select publish. I also remove the title. I hide the title there as well. You don't have to worry about a module position because we're going to be creating that in Gantry 5. Now we have a couple of things you have to change here in DJ image slider. One here is the slider source. Now that's saying use the folder and it's pointing to a folder where the images are. Well, we don't want to use that. We want to use the component part of DJ image slider instead. So if we change that to component, then it gives us different options, and the options here are slide category, new pictures. So you need to make sure that the category is selected there, slide category. Now if we go down here again, it'll say what size are the images that you're going to be using. Well, I know the width is 1920 and I know the height is 540. Now it says visible images. Well, you're only going to have one image rotating. There'll be like 2 or 3 of it. I have 2 images here, but I want one image at a time to show up. So I'm going to change that to 1 image at a time rather than 3 images at a time. Okay, so there's more options there, but they're the ones that I'm going to set at the moment. And then the other thing you have to change here is the menu assignment. Obviously it says no pages. Well, that has to be on all pages if you want it on all pages, or you can select whichever page you want. You got a custom slider there. I didn't do anything to that. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Okay, so that's great. So they're the default options that I've set. So I'm going to save and close that now, and then that should be set now and ready to go. So we have DJ image slider there ready. So now that that's set up and done, we then go over to Gantry 5 and we go into layout. And remember at the start I said check to see which one is the default template you're using. Well, we know the default is home, so here's the home layout here. Now what I want to do is I want to have the image slider showing up just underneath the actual menu section here, and I'm going to put the image slider in here in the showcase field. Now there's already sample data in there. Now I could remove that, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to just disable that. Okay, so there's nothing there. And now I'm going to create a new particle, a new field here. I'm going to take the module instance, not the module position. I'm not creating a module position. I'm creating an instance. I want to put the DJ image slider in that spot. So what I do is I pull over here a module instance, and then I can edit the cogwheel, and it then says pick a module. Now I can change the name here from module instance to slideshow. So we know that that's going to be the slideshow. So what we do is we pick a module, and because we've installed DJ image slider, that's there, select that and then apply that. So DJ image slider is in there now. So the last thing you need to do is what will happen is if we go and preview that, let's go and preview that now. We'll save that and we'll go and preview the site. Okay, so there you go. So there's your images. Pick one and pick two. Now what's happening here is it's not flushed, it's not going across the whole screen, and we want it going across the whole screen. So what I do, and again people have different opinions on this, but this is what I do. I go back into the cogwheel in the showcase, not the one down here on the slideshow module, but the one on the showcase itself, and I go into here and I select full width flushed and I apply that, and then I save it. And if I go back to the front page and I do a refresh on that, there you have a full width view of your slideshow. Now one person commented that by doing it that way it does strip the formatting off that, and it probably does, but it works for me and I'm happy with the end result, so I'm not going to complain on that. So that's basically it. That's all you need to do. That's how to get DJ image slider working. I do not use the slideshow from the Inspire theme website. I don't have a use for that. DJ image slider is free. It does the job for me, and I have a bit of control over it there. So that's how you do it. If you have any questions, by all means leave a message underneath on the YouTube, and we'll answer any questions that you have. Thank you.